All right, welcome back to the Friday Show. I'm Scott Jagow in studio, along with Ray Paulick, who is once again enjoying the beautiful climate in Southern California, just a few steps from Del Mar Racetrack. Good to see you, Ray. It's a big weekend this weekend with American Pharoah making his first start since winning the Triple Crown. He'll be in the Haskell on Sunday at Monmouth Park. A lot to get to. Let's start with there's an 8-horse field. Is this actually going to be a horse race, or is it just a victory lap for American Pharoah?
Well, American Pharoah is 1 to 5 in the morning line. A lot of people will be buying $2 souvenir tickets at Monmouth Park, so his odds are going to be very short. There's a couple horses in here that I guess have an outside chance of winning. Upstart, who was a good horse last winter before a bad race in the Kentucky Derby, and he hasn't been out since. And then Competitive Edge, one of 3 horses from Todd Pletcher, entered in the race. He's got a lot of speed. He was a very good 2-year-old, a good 3-year-old this spring. Didn't go in the Triple Crown and ran poorly in his last out at Belmont Park. But this is American Pharoah's race to lose.
They're running for $1.75 million now, not $1 million, because Monmouth Park decided at the last minute to add $750,000 to the purse. How does this look to you?
Well, I think it stinks. You put extra money into a race to attract a single horse like American Pharoah or to get a better field, and this did neither. When they announced the purse increase, American Pharoah was on the grounds at Monmouth Park, and all the other horses that might have entered the race had committed to other races, or their travel plans were set. And so, it was kind of an insult to the other owners, I think, and the other trainers that had good 3-year-olds. I just don't think it's right.
Yeah, and it looks bad to racing fans and bettors because it looks like welfare for a specific owner as opposed to using that money on the facility there at Monmouth Park or to improve the wagering product, lowering takeout, for example. It's just frustrating to see stuff like this happen. And I'll be honest, I wouldn't mind seeing one of those other owners get that purse because it looks to me like they were intending to give it to Ahmed Zayat and Bob Baffert.
Well, American Pharoah is going to be very tough to beat. Bob Baffert's had 11 runners in the Haskell. He's won it 7 times. He was second 3 times and third once, so 100% of the money. And this is a really nice horse.
Oh, of course he is. All right, let's see what Bob Baffert had to say about moving forward for the rest of the year.
If Mr. Zayat, decides that he wants to go to the Travis, would you ship him back to the West Coast?
We're not even thinking. We're thinking Haskell. This call is all about Haskell.
Yeah,
I'm talking Haskell. That's it.
Well, Bob Baffert sounding a little terse there. It kind of reminds me of a famous NFL coach.
We're on to Cincinnati.
Do you think having a 37-year-old...
We're on to Cincinnati.
We're on to Cincinnati. We're on to the Haskell. We're only thinking about the Haskell. All right, well, our poll on the website, a majority of fans wanting the Travers as the next start for American Pharoah. It does not sound like that's a very realistic possibility. Is the next start all about the money in this situation, Ray?
I think it is. Let's not forget that Ahmed Zayat sold the breeding rights to American Pharoah to Coolmore. Based on the sources I've talked to, it was done either late last year or early this year. It was before American Pharoah even raced as a 3-year-old. They got a deal. Coolmore bought the breeding rights at a huge discount from what the horse is worth today. I think it was the steal of the century. So Ahmed Zayat has until the end of the year to make as much money as he can on the racetrack with the horse. So he's going to follow the money.
Back to an NFL analogy, it's kind of like Russell Wilson, who was taken in the 3rd round of the draft by the Seattle Seahawks and made only about $400,000 his first year. In his first 3 years, he's only made $2.1 million total. He's gone to 2 Super Bowls. So now he's worth more than $20 million. Again, it's kind of like a steal. Coolmore got in at just exactly the right time.
Right.
And the blinkered wicked strong, straight as a string through the stretch today.
Well, there are 2 other 3-year-old races this weekend. It's a little unfortunate because it splits up the crop, so you end up getting 3 7-horse fields instead of 1 big field. Still, it looks like a pretty good betting weekend overall.
It does, and this is week 3 of the Express Bet Weekend Bankroll Summer Challenge, where you and I take on Dustin Fabian and all comers from the Express Bet team on a weekly challenge. The first week was not too good. I blanked, he blanked. But last week you came out of the bullpen, did a great job, couple of exactas. Week 3, some good betting races, including the West Virginia Derby. We'll see how we do.
and the Jim Dandy as well. And you can find out at the Express Bet Weekend Bankroll exactly when every graded stakes is going off this weekend. All right, that's going to do it for this edition of the Friday Show. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.